at the Goodwill down the street from our house. We're gonna go in here to see if we can find something to flip online for a profit. We've been hitting the Goodwills a lot lately, as y'all have seen, and they're not too bad. We've done some pretty good things so far, so we're gonna go in here, see what they got. First find of the day. Usually shape ups is a no-go because they're so rotten. I have never found one that was not rotten. Like, these are actually good shape ups. They're not falling apart. So, and that's gonna be a buy because these things usually go about 30 or 40 bucks. I'll have to recomp them out, have them comp them out in probably 8 to 9 months. But I'll just make sure they're still good, but I've never found a pair that wasn't destroyed. I'm not 100% sure. I guess in the bubble's still good on these. I've never seen, I thought these were actually Nike shoes. They're Reeboks. And I just scanned them. And it looks like they go for like 150 new. And they're in really good condition. This stuff's easy to clean. So this is definitely going to be a buy here. Yeah, they're in a really good condition. Who do you have here?
This is Fred that lost his head.
Yeah.
But look how cool he is.
Yeah, he's like a medical, actually articulating with the metal like screws.
Yeah.
You spotted him a mile away, and we actually get a discount because the Goodwill employee hooked us up because his head's popping off. We'll have to figure out how to fix that, but it was it's $3.99 because he's damaged, but he's actually in really good condition.
Yeah.
And then that just screws him right there. And you looked him up, and how much they go for? Like $100?
Yeah.
So that ain't too bad. Fred, put your cranium back on, sir. Put your cranium back on.
It's not gonna.
So we're looking at this as a pillow from Great Britain Airlines, LHR London, $263.98 from airport. They're listed for super high, but it doesn't look like, and they're brand new for $41.99, and none of them sold. So we're gonna leave it behind, but it's pretty cool. It's a cool looking pillow for sure. It was pretty cool. Let me zip her back up. What you got?
Take a look at these things.
Little leather, vibrant soles that are nailed and stitched. So far, pretty nice.
The quality of the leather.
Quality of the leather. Made in USA. It's weird they don't have a name. They have a style number though. It's weird leather. It almost feels like, I don't know what type of leather that feels like. And they also got heel guards, which are nice because the heels aren't messed up at all. I found these on Depop using Google Lens, and they actually stole them also with no name brand. It just says vintage boots. Now that's a women's boot, right? Size 7. I always do. Oh yeah. Oh, that's definitely a women's boot. So we're gonna buy them also. They don't need much cleaning whatsoever, just a little bit of leather conditioner on the outside. And we're selling as vintage cowboy boots, women's cowboy boots, and they sold for 44 bucks on Depop. So I think that's a good buy for $7. Only $26 in there, and that's a really, really good deal because Fred here, Fred who lost his head, is gonna go, I mean, they're listed for what, $99? And so, but I think one sold for 35. I honestly think that he'll go, you see, now he's not missing his nose because your nose doesn't have any type of bone in it. But you immediately saw that this thing had like a whole bunch of actually articulable joints that are made of metal, which these things go, honestly, I think we're gonna get probably 50 bucks for it, so that will double in profit. Then you got the shoes right here that are really, really nice. They'll probably go for about 40 bucks. These right here, I missed these before, and then I don't know, I just don't know how I missed them, but these are, they got one little stain right there on the there, but I think a Tide pen should get that out, or bleach, because it's, you know, white. And so these right here, these are easy probably 60 to 75 bucks. The shape ups back there, never found them in good condition, easy 40 bucks. So we're gonna go to another Goodwill, and we got a scoop on this Goodwill, actually, on the whole clothing thing. Basically, this Goodwill, our favorite Goodwill, is now going to keep most of their new clothing and price it up, but it doesn't make a huge difference because I heard you know how rumors start, but I heard that they used to send a lot of stuff to the boutique, which is down the street. They're actually not going to do that anymore. They're keeping all their clothing here and just going to price that up, which we wouldn't have seen that anyway because it would have gone to the boutique anyway. So
I'm curious where the boutique is going to get their inventory.
Yeah, because the boutique here gets it from the surrounding Goodwill. So if something would come in here, then they notice that it's a higher brand or it's new with tags. They send it to the boutique. So if they stop doing that, I wonder where the boutique, maybe the boutique will close down. Who knows? I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on with the Goodwills nowadays. But this was pretty good. We're gonna go to a couple more Goodwills, see if we can find a flip line for a profit. All right, the next Goodwill, and check this bag out. I know it looks really, really rough on the outside, but it's like super well made. Like when I picked it up, I was thinking this thing is well made. Then I saw made in the United States. Then I saw the leather patch Billy Kirk. And then it has a whole bunch of stuff like Tradesmark, Natural Oils, 1999. I was thinking, you know what? We gotta look this bad boy up. Turns out this is like a designer bag. It almost feels like a Filson bag. It's got a lot of stains on it. One looks like an animal has chewed. Right there, probably a little bit of chew. And I'm thinking though, the bottom looks good. If I could get this cleaned up, some of these bags go for like 500 bucks, which is pretty neat. None of them are actually ripped or broken off, so I'm pretty sure that I might be able to get $100 for this, maybe 75 even in this condition after we wash it and clean it. I'm gonna go show Kayla because it's so unassuming. But Billy Kirk, gonna be a bolo. Messenger bag, canvas, that's a little bit, this one's older. Look how much some of these go for. Yeah, it's in pretty rough condition.
Oh wow.
But Billy Kirk is like a 500. It's actually, that's this one, just in a different, that would be leather, and then the bottom. So you're talking, look at that one, 380, and then they actually sell really, really well. That one's pretty rough though.
This has been chewed by a dog.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, just put it on for distressed.
I don't know, that or ditch it. It's just a very high brand name. It's got this leather on here is like thick.
It is thick leather.
The dog couldn't even get through it. I don't know. What do you think? I think it's too messed up.
I don't know.
And it's like
that stain,
those stains. Yeah, but I mean, this is canvas, so you can't clean canvas.
I don't know.
It's like an old doctor's bag.
It does look like a doctor's
I know,
bag.
right?
Yeah.
It's a neat bag.
It is neat.
Definitely been chewed on by some sort of animal. Then you just put it back. Just too much damage.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
I know. Harley Davidson. A little dusty.
Definitely a little dusty. I don't know. I can't really find these, but they're in really good condition, right? Got a little dimple right there for some reason. They don't even look like
one right there too.
Yeah. It really doesn't seem like they've been worn a whole bunch. They're really stiff. I mean, yeah, they look pretty good. So for, I think these are gonna be $6, probably something for 30 or 40.
Yeah.
So that ain't too bad. So this is later that day. We were in the Goodwills early that morning around 9 o'clock, and we only found a couple things as you just saw, but then we're like, you know what, let's go back around 2:30 or 3 o'clock. This is on a Friday. So we go back there, we start looking, and timing is everything at the Goodwill because you're about ready to see we actually find some really good stuff later on in the day.
This one is Lauren Brooke. Looks like one that looked like this style went for like $20. Plus shipping, so I think I'm gonna pick this up. It doesn't have any stains on it or anything, and it just looks really cool. I'm gonna go ahead and get this. So I found this. It's called a Fuda International. One like this sold for $22 with shipping. It's got a little something on it. I think I can get that off. It's 100% silk. And it's in pretty good condition. It's definitely vintage. What you got?
Man, like, hit the jackpot. We're here a lot later than usual, for sure. I don't know much about these, but this little type of clip is pretty neat. I ain't got no minutes. But anytime...
Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, these are like 140, 90. Any type where they have this right here, See how that locks down? And then you, obviously that's how you make it not lock down, then you push back. That's like, usually means the shoes are worth at least 30 to 40 bucks. It's not in bad condition either. They're pretty good. And then I found, obviously these bad boys are always good. Them On Clouds. Now the crazy thing is, it looks like they've been worn, but the inside looks new. Look at the inside of them.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand.
That's crazy.
Maybe they just didn't be, they were worn like once or twice, but the On Clouds are good. And then I found Kohan Grandos, and it was like excellent condition.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's another one. So right there, that's probably 50, 90, 120 in shoes. So there's some copyright music in the back of this one. So we just wanted to show you that we found a ton of shoes here. This shoe right here, we were gonna buy it. It's a good looking ASIC, but there's something definitely wrong with it. It's very heavy and like wet, so we did leave that one behind. Condition.
Oh,
they've
yeah.
been worn like a couple times on the midsole, but other than that, like there's no. I bet you these are expensive because they don't have leather laces. They got the cloth laces, but that's a good looking shoe. There's like one little spot right there, see?
Oh yeah, I could get that out with
Yeah,
that.
but the bottoms don't have to be clean. So, dude, that's not too bad. That's pretty good. Yeah, a lot of this guy was sweating in the old drag box. It must have been hot that day. Lucky Brand?
Yeah.
You look those up?
I haven't.
Yeah. Canvas sometimes easy and sometimes canvas is hard. They're in decent condition. We'll see if we can find those. But yeah, I don't know about these. We can take a picture of them. Huh? Huh? Wicker? No? Not a fan. I don't think it's as old as you think. $36. It says vintage baby stroller. Still rolls like uncontrollably good. This thing rolled right down a hill, ain't got no brakes. But the Bose 2.2 reflective does not go for, they want $39.99. That's the eBay price. They go for like 25 bucks. That's like $10 a speaker. Also, I know that Goodwill's watching our channels and taking all of our good ideas. They used to tape this stuff. Now they saran wrap it. That's the only good thing they're doing so far is that. But that was I would have bought these like at a yard sale. If somebody said, oh, 20 bucks for these, I'd have bought them, and that would have been 100% a loss. So definitely a learning lesson there. They're the Bose 2.2. So not worth as much as you think. As you can tell, it's a little bit darker outside because we're here super late. We've done this before here actually. Got to this Goodwill late and found a ton of good shoes. Remember last time it was like Hoka's? And this time we got what, 4 pairs of good shoes. So probably, I don't know, $150 in shoes, so that's not too bad. Back from the Goodwill, and the little experiment worked. So basically we picked these 3 up in the morning around 9:30, and then we went back later on in the day and these were then available. I mean, you're talking On Clouds, these cool Adidas, LL Bean, you got the Grand O's from Kohan, another set of Kohan that are in good condition, and then Harley Davidson sandals. So timing is everything at the Goodwill. If you shop at Goodwill, you know that the timing is everything. You can walk in at 9 o'clock and hit something huge, or you can walk in at 7 p.m. and hit something huge. So this moral of the story is definitely just hustling out there at the Goodwill. Sometimes you gotta go twice a day. That's what we did. So the twice a day Goodwill trip did actually work out in our favor. Sometimes it doesn't, honestly. There's so many people out there doing what we're doing in this area, which is fine. Competition's good. So that means that you have to be in the Goodwill a good bit. So in the morning, we like it, number one, because a lot of times at our Goodwills, they do start bringing stuff out around 9:30. And then, so we're there, first ones to grab it. But the 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock might be the strategy now because it didn't seem like there was a lot of people. A lot of people picked their kids up around that time. So the Goodwills might be actually a little bit less crowded. We're gonna go back and definitely try it again because we made a ton of money in these shoes. Shoes sell well for us on our eBay store. It's one of our bigger sellers. Some of them are long tail. It just means that it does take a little bit longer to actually sell them because you have to find the right person with the right shoe size that's looking for that shoe. So they do sell, good for us, but some of them do take a while to sell. I do appreciate everybody watching. Remember, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Comment down below, like the video, and you know I will always get you on the next one.